In my view, downtown should be the most vibrant, authentic, unique, creative, clean, green, energetic neighborhood in our entire city. Downtown Louisville is the heart of Louisville, which in turn is the economic engine of our state.
We are at a critical time in our downtown. I am Rebecca Fleischaker. I'm Executive Director of Louisville Downtown Partnership. We are here for a public meeting for the Downtown Strategy, a 10-year plan to look at downtown, and this really is to hear from people what they want to see, what they don't want to see.
We want to make sure that we're addressing the things that people feel are in the best interest long-term of the heart of our Metro Louisville region. People feel, or at least until the pandemic hit, there was a great sense of momentum.
Downtown Louisville did have momentum. The revitalization of certain downtown districts, a new Slugger Field, and the acclaimed reclamation of the Louisville waterfront. But world events intervened. A global pandemic and the ensuing social justice demonstrations in downtown Louisville made progress stall. And now, a couple years post-pandemic, there is a new paradigm for downtown. With all this input, we want to focus on the things that we know will bring people downtown.
So when we think about our economic development strategy, we absolutely are talking about downtown and how we invest in downtown and revitalize downtown and create downtown not just as a place to do business, but a place to live, a place to come and have fun, a place to visit.
An exciting set of initiatives started to emerge. We've grouped them into 3 categories to help us prioritize what will make a thriving downtown. Activate downtown in each of its distinct districts with activity on a 24/7 basis, not just 9 to 5. Increase the number of people downtown, creating downtown neighborhoods with a wider range of housing styles and price points. Reimagining the public realm, ensuring that downtown is a place people want to be. Healthy downtowns really need activation and programming.
Downtowns are the heart, the soul, the center of American urban areas. And I want Louisville to be the #1 creative destination for interesting people in any kind of artistic or cultural discipline. The downtown is always flourishing and always changing and always interesting, not only for people that are living there, but for people that are visiting, both from the Louisville area coming downtown and from the rest of the world coming to Louisville.
If you're staying at the Marriott, the Omni, the Galt House, walk out of your hotel and there's still experiences right there. You've got the Ali Center, you got Slugger Museum, you have Frazier. From our end with meetings, conventions, and events at the convention center, they love the fact that they can walk out of that building and walk to attractions.
Great downtowns usually have a strong presence by a strong university. The University of Louisville has a strong and growing presence in downtown Louisville. So it's so important to be able to have that level of engagement with downtown in terms of cultural engagement, economic engagement, dealing with socioeconomic challenges that we might have, but as well as bringing the vibrancy of a university campus to the downtown.
The fact that there is an education corridor is something that many people don't recognize, and the fact that there are 6 schools right along this area, if you include the Brown School, JCTC, Francis Parker, Spalding University, Presentation, and Central High School, we're all right here, within blocks of Broadway. I think having a residential core is the key to revitalizing the city and the city coming back to life as it was before COVID.
In order to have a strong downtown, you really do need to have strong adjacent neighborhoods. And we are on the south side of Broadway right now with a lot of redevelopment opportunities, especially for residential conversions. Right now we've got the Hayburn Building, which is a gorgeous historic building, eligible for historic tax credits. We want to be able to support and encourage more incentives that make this kind of redevelopment possible.
A lot of people don't see downtown as a neighborhood, but we are. And so because we are a neighborhood, we deserve those same amenities. We deserve a nice public market, parks, places for people to walk around, hang out, sit outside. All of these things are important for a community to grow, to retain its residents, and to stay connected to each other.
Louisville is really lucky that we still have a lot of our older mid-rise historic buildings in place. They were built to be office buildings, and that probably is not the highest and best use at this point. How can we recreate and incent developers to make residential units out of these beautiful buildings? We're standing in the middle of what is affectionately known as the Mud Lot, a full square block on the western side of downtown. This is one of 3 properties that Mayor Greenberg has put out for an opportunity for redevelopment. For every strong residential neighborhood, you want to have residential services and amenities. And behind us, we are standing at the northern edge of Sobro, and we want to have this connection between downtown that creates that strong residential neighborhood.
So our administration is also focused on ensuring that downtown is a safe neighborhood.
If I go to Nulu, I know that there's at least 10 places you can go to. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to walk through those dead zones.
I think one of the issues that you talked about when you're on certain parts of Market Street, you can walk 2-3 blocks and it's just surface level parking before you hit the next business.
We have some work to do, but downtown is my home. And this is a place that we all care about deeply because we want it to succeed. We want it to be beautiful. We want it to be attractive. We want it to be the kind of place that Louisvillians all feel like they own, that this is a place that belongs to all of us.
Healthy downtowns have opportunities just to hang out, and we are creating a new program called City Spots where you can do just that. We're going to be painting the ground at 5th and Jefferson with tables, umbrellas, flowers, just a beautiful setting where you want to stop and hang out with a friend, get a cup of coffee, maybe have a meeting or think about what you're going to do for the evening.
Our downtown public spaces can and should absolutely be reimagined. Those spaces, many of those spaces were created in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, 80s, and those spaces need to be reimagined to be more welcoming and have the modern amenities that people want to see when they come into downtowns. When we think about our streets, what's kind of the best example of what a comfortable street downtown is, you really think about West Main Street from 5th to 9th Street and that whole stretch with the wide sidewalks and the public art, street trees. Those are the things that pedestrians are looking for as they walk around our downtown.
We have opportunity for improvement and growth in the area between 4th and 7th Streets, where you are closest to a very central part of our downtown, but you don't have access to the river.
Our streets have definitely been prioritized for cars. I'm sure anybody that's been to downtown Louisville is very familiar with the one-way street pattern. Repositioning our streets to be people prioritized versus vehicle prioritized is going to be important going forward.
We need to think about our parks, plazas, and open spaces downtown as a coordinated network of interesting and stimulating places to be, and have that network connect to a reimagined Belvedere and better connections to the river and waterfront park, both the existing park and the exciting new Phase 4 west of 10th Street.
I'm so excited about beginning the master planning process for a new and reimagined Belvedere. I think it is going to be a crown jewel of our downtown.
The park is constantly evolving and always changing and never finished. I'm very excited about the extension of River Road westward that will really help to connect downtown and the area west of 9th Street. It'll create a seamless vehicular and pedestrian connection.
You know, these neighborhoods, Russell, Portland, other neighborhoods that are adjacent to Waterfront Park will be destination places for children to go to. And you want it to be walkable. You want it to be safe for them. That's why Reimagine 9th Street is so important, to make sure that it's a safe, walkable pathway to connect people to the neighborhoods.
We are standing on site of the westward expansion of Waterfront Park, Phase 4, in the neighborhood of called Shippingport. It's where downtown and Russell and Portland come together. Tons of very cool redevelopment opportunities here, also on the banks of the Ohio River. So residents from all over the city can come together, and it's a great way for downtown to be connected.
Downtown is connected, and for it to be successful, we have to build in corridors and transit and things that connect people into the central business district more holistically.
40 years ago, the idea of Waterfront Park was highly aspirational. It was incredibly visionary. There was a certain expectation of excellence. We really need to demand that same level of excellence for our downtown.
We have this amazing opportunity to take our downtown to the next level and tell our unique story to the world.
There's a lot of energy right now from the private community, businesses like Stockyards, myself personally getting involved, saying, you know what, I'm going to be part of this. I want to make a difference for 10 years from now.
This is a moment to step up, and I think people will find that the investment they make in downtown is going to be very richly rewarded.
We have challenges that people are working on every day, but we also have a lot of opportunity. We have a new mayor who's clearly committed to a vibrant downtown, and we want, through this strategy, to reposition downtown and embrace a new paradigm for what it means to our community and our region.